Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today, let us talk about the ongoing planetary transit. I have arbitrarily simply taken a day. I actually selected it also, it's not just arbitrary. On 3rd of July 2022 at 5:30 p.m. Delhi, India.
AM.
Sorry, AM. Thank you. So, 5:30 AM. Usually the Panchanga, that is the almanac. Usually we get it at 5:30 AM, but I have taken it from my computer. So, I have written down the planetary portions. I think you people can very clearly see it. Sun is at 16 degrees, 29 degrees, Moon, 4 degrees Mars, 1 degree 30 minutes Mercury, 13 degrees Jupiter, then Shukra, that is Venus, is at 17 degrees. I am not talking about the minutes. Saturn, which is retrograde at 0 degrees 27 minutes, and Rahu at 25 degrees, Ketu at 25 degrees. If we see the D1 chart, this is the D1 chart, what we call as Rashi Kundali. What is Rashi Kundali? I have not put the ascendant at all. So I can't calculate the Bhava Kundali here. But actually, I know the ascendant, it falls in Gemini. Is it right?
Right.
It falls in Gemini. But I'm not now worried about the ascendant. Let me not put the ascendant. It gives me a lot of other details. So let us blankly see the Rashi Kundali. Rashi Kundali is the zodiac. The chart of the zodiac, or the Bachakra, what we call, is so beautifully posited. You just see it from a distance. You see Saturn, one house, Jupiter, one house, Mars, one house, Venus, one house, Mercury is in one sign, Moon is in one sign. Oh my God. From Leo, the 11th house, Sun, very well posited. Whenever Sun is transiting from any given point in the 3rd, the 6th or the 11th, it is very positive. So from its own sign, when Sun is in the 11th house, that to Gemini. Gemini is an excellent placement for Sun. Why? From the Kala Purusha, from 0 degree Aries, 1, 2 and 3. It is the 3rd house. And from Leo, it is the 11th house. What a beautiful position of Sun. Is there any combustion? Let's see. Mercury is at 1 degree, it's somewhere here. And Sun is at 16 degrees, it's somewhere in the middle. No combustion. So there is no negativity there. Anyway, Buddhaditya Yoga is very, very light and weak. But still, I don't want about the good yogas. I am just talking this because you will understand where I will come and reach with this particular chart. Let us see whether Mars is afflicted by the combination of Rahu. Rahu is at 25 degrees, somewhere here. And Mars is at 4 degrees 15 minutes. There is no relationship between Mars and Rahu. So, then this should be a beautiful chart. This should be an excellent chart. Saturn has come into its Mula Trikona Rashi. That is the Mula Trikona sign. Aquarius. One of the most positive signs for Saturn. But anyway, here it is retrograde. I can tell that it's a little bit negative, but still, it is in the Mula Trikona. What a beautiful placement. Thank you. So, with all these beautiful placements, why are we seeing so much of hatred? Is the spelling correct, hatred? I think so. It's always hate and dread. Okay. So then we are seeing communal violence. You can see people, we are seeing war, which is again getting continued and continued, dragged. People are going through so much of suffering. We are seeing weather problems. And above all this, as though we did not have less things to worry, we have this. It started in 2019 and that's why it's COVID-19. But I am telling you, as my earlier prediction of year 2022, COVID is going to resurface. This has become retro. This fellow is also going to become retro on July 29th. Now there is Jupiter. You have Jupiter retro, Saturn retro. Anyway, Rahu and Ketu are retro. So another planet also in between will become retro, I think Mercury or something. And you have so much of negative going to come. But this chart is looking positive. And why are we going through so much of hatred, so much of... I don't like this word, but it is happening. People have gone mad. Throughout the news, you are seeing what we see as openly this is happening. Why is there no peace and harmony? Why is there no peace and harmony? It is such a beautiful chart. Anybody who would want this chart, they would tell, oh, I can pay for this. Let me be born in this chart. Why don't I have a Hamsa Yoga? A person with this Lagna will have Hamsa Yoga. A person with this Lagna will have Sasa Yoga. Will have Madhavya Yoga. A person with this Lagna will have Bhadra Yoga. Again, here Madhavya Yoga, Sasa Yoga. Here Hamsa Yoga, Bhadra Yoga. Funny, if I am giving you Raja Yogas and telling that there is hatred, communal violence, war, suffering, weather problems, floods, famine, food scarcity, bloodshed, then something should be wrong in this chart. Something should be wrong. So let us understand, go into the deeper levels. If you understand this chart, then you will understand where actually you have to tackle and start to tackle from. Please do not simply see the D1 chart and start predicting. Nobody should do that mistake. Okay. Sun here is placed in the nakshatra of Rahu. Ardra nakshatra. Ardra falls here. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, Ardra. That is Rahu. This is Ashwini, Ketu, Bharani, Shukra. Then comes Kritika, that is Surya, that is Ravi, that is Sun. Rohini is Moon. Mrigashira, that is Mars. And then you have Ardra, Rahu. It's placed in Rahu. Where is Moon? The mind. That is on this day, but it keeps changing. But just I have taken it, just to show. Moon is in Ashlesha Nakshatra in Ketu. Sorry, it's in Buddha. Where have I written? Ketu. It's in Buddha. Anyway, my tendency was when I was talking, my wife, where they were discussing, it actually goes to Ketu.
Correct, it goes to Ketu.
On 4th of July. You know what is 4th of July? Very important. And what happened? These things happened. You know what happened in Chicago? Today is 6th of July. You know what happened in Chicago. You people know that. Just go into any other social media, type Chicago, you will understand what has happened. What such a drastic thing happened. Such a bad thing happened. It's a tragedy to know that a young teenager simply goes violently berserk and idiotic thing he has done. But anyway, let us not go into those details. Let us understand astrologically why it. So Ashlesha, and then it goes into Makha Nakshatra, which is controlled by Ketu.
It moves after around 9 a.m.
9 a.m. on this day itself, it went to Makha Nakshatra. Okay, so and the whole of 4th, it was in the Makha Nakshatra, right? 22 hours or something like that. Okay, so the thing did not happen on that particular time when the nakshatra was in moon, but the person would have prepared in that stupid period. Okay, anyway. Mars, which is for aggressiveness, is sitting in Ketu's nakshatra and Ashwini nakshatra. Okay. Mercury is placed in Mars nakshatra, once again an aggressive nakshatra. Jupiter, who is a planet of wisdom, who has to give you the wisdom to be calm, be harmonious, be peaceful, not even to argue, is placed with Saturn. It's dead. And then Venus. Now, why I am telling it's dead? It is now going to become retrograde. It is going to go into it's losing its speed. So we tell it as now it becomes Manda, and then it becomes Dagda, and then it becomes retro, Vakra. So it is losing its speed. It is losing, it's not lost its speed now, it is losing its speed. It just goes like this, it's like a parabola. And this is now, it's in the phase here where it actually comes back. Okay. So next comes Shukra, which is placed in Moon. This is the only planet which is placed in a good placement, good nakshatra, Rohini nakshatra, in its own house. This is the only beautiful thing to happen. Okay. Shani, which is retro, which actually talks about mass people, all those normal people who keep working day in, day out. It's retrograde and it is posited with Mars, the Nishtha nakshatra. And Rahu and Ketu, these negative planets are placed in positive nakshatras. They have got strength. What? They have got knowledge. What sort of knowledge will Rahu use? A practical knowledge of Shukra. The knowledge to do things scientifically. All these things to a bad planet like Rahu and Ketu, which are posited in, Rahu is posited in Shukra's Bharani nakshatra, in the sign of Aries. And this particular combination, you take any lagna, will give rise to a Raja Yoga and also will give rise to negative yogas, a lot of negative yogas. So these nakshatras are very important to be verified, and most of it, more than 70% of the placement of planets in negative nakshatras has a combined effect. I can actually go into the Sarvashtaka Varga and and the Sarvatopatra Chakra. You will get more extraordinary detailed analysis there, but I am not going there because I am still in the basics. Basics will still run for a year or so. But this is the placement which has caused, before this also things happened. Let us say starting from end June, and this will continue till November. So my earnest request to everyone around the world, whoever will go through my video, please try to be peaceful. Let us keep the arguments out of the picture as low as possible and try to be peaceful this year, because this year we have already gone through a lot of upheavals. We have gone through financial ups and downs. We have gone through a lot of problems like, seen a lot of death, natural. We call this natural, but still it was termed as unnatural also, because this was not in the picture at all. It suddenly came up. COVID suddenly came up, and it is going to again resurface. Already many countries are facing this problem. I have predicted it, and it's because of the double retro, dual retro of Jupiter and Saturn. I will be putting that video there once again in the end screen, so you people can again go through.
One more thing is there. Yeah. It's not only about dual retro. Again, Saturn is 12th from Jupiter.
Correct. Exactly. So this is well-being of the world. Jupiter is the Karaka for well-being of the world. So that is harmonious well-being. And retro Saturn in the 12th is trying to spoil it. So the other way around also is happening. So financial difficulties, countries are going through a lot of difficulties. Bilateral relations are all failing. So all this will set right only after November 2022. So people who are unnecessarily, panicked with regard to their jobs, they want to shift the job, leave the job because their boss is doing this, the job is not paying well, people are getting stagnant, you want to jump in your career, please don't do anything till this time. Please don't do anything until this time, until unless your chart has a fantastic position and it says that okay, you can do it. So people who can't, go through the charts or cannot go through any consultations, please keep quiet till 2022 November, and after that I think things will slowly ease down. Yeah.
One more thing I would like to add, that Jupiter has got stuck between two malefics.
Yeah, Papagartari Yoga. So very strong Papagartari.
So it's not able to do what it can do beneficial.
Exactly. Any planet, any house or any planet, if it is stuck between two malefics, will suffer. This is also the same thing happening to Venus. This side Mars, that side Sun, both are malefics for Venus. So Venus will suffer. What is Venus? Progeny, happy living, conceiving, love life, relationships, all these things will suffer. This year, at least till November, a lot of ups and downs will happen. Please keep your cool, and that's what is my call. Try to be as peaceful, as harmonious with your family and your neighbors and with your relationships with your mother and father. Be happy. Try to be happy. Don't try to go into all these things. Try to be happy, because we have a very short life. Let us live happy.
Please don't lose hope.
Don't lose hope.
Things will
there is hope after November, so don't lose hope. There are people calling me. Many people are panic stricken actually. They are in a high stress. So let's all try to, we have understood the situation now. So let us try to be cool as much as possible. Thank you very much for today's class.